We're going into Chapter 5, Finding and Solving Customers' Problems. Here is a pretty busy flow chart, and you can kind of look at this, but it shows the problem-based concept generation going from determining the category of interest, and the team members are divided into four: marketing or stakeholders, search of the service records, etc., and scenario analysis, and going down into interviews or focus groups or other methods, and then going down from there. So it's a process of elimination. Ultimately, you want to try to find the problem. If you know that there's a problem, then you can analyze it and then generate a procedure. If you can generate a procedure, you know that you might be able to develop either a new product that does not have that problem, or solve the problem with a new product. So gathering the problems. You could gather problems by records of customers calling in, direct input from technical or marketing departments, problem analysis with the customers, and being in constant contact with them. Communication with them is probably one of the better ways. Problem analysis applied to the smartphone they're using as an example. So here are some problems that they stated about smartphones: keeping the unit clean, or breaks when you drop it, the battery doesn't stay charged long enough, etc., etc. So that's why that they can make an improvement if they know if there is a problem. Here's something about pet owners. It's called the bothersomeness technique of scoring problems, and they rate them. And category A is problem occurs frequently. Category 2 is, or B, problems are just bothersome, or a little bit of both, A and B. So some of the categories that they put: well, a pet needs to be fed constantly, or the pet could get fleas. How much of a problem is that? And they score that. So this type of an example could be used for other type of problems also. Going into more problem analysis, the sources and the methods used to determine them. You could contact experts in the field or publish sources of information, and how you can dig deeper is by interviewing those people, by using focus groups, observation, or role-playing. They're using an example of Dyson's air multiplier fan, and evidently there's two. One that uses a fan blade, and the blade chops the airflow. It's hard to clean. The blade can be dangerous, etc. So the next example is an air multiplier. It does not have a blade, and then the airstream is smooth, there's low center of gravity, much more effective, and no blades to clean. So they had a problem. They found a way to use a bladeless type of whatever you want to call this, and that eliminated some of the things. So it's a product extension or a new product. Typical questions for problem analysis focus groups. What's the real problem here? What are the current attitudes of the group members? Are they going to be unbiased? What product attributes and benefits do the focus group members want? And what are their dissatisfactions or problems or unfilled needs? That's important to know. And what changes occurring in their lifestyles are relevant to the product category? Good questions to ask. Here's an observation and role-playing. And what they used to do is car makers send out their designers out to parking lots to watch people and how they interact with their cars. Ford called it the guerrilla research. And they noticed that Honda got insights as to how large the passenger compartments of their SUVs should be by observing families. They give other examples too. Toyota were perceived to be too small for the US market, so they redesigned it, put in a V8, which made the passenger compartment larger, and that seemed to fix the problem. So let's go into scenario analysis. Extending a product versus leaping into a new product. They use seed trends for an extend scenario. It means that they're going to extend a product line or make a product improvement. What are the techniques? So follow the trend people, or trend areas rather. What are the hot products in the market? What are they predicting for new technology that might impact the product, that might open up new opportunities? This is quite an interesting chart. The relevance tree form of the dynamic leap scenario. It says here you start here first, and then you work down into the human element, eliminated in dealership service departments versus the car nearly free of service needs. Two different categories. If you go down farther on the left side, the car components are replaceable. On the right side, the car is extensively redesigned to eliminate any problem. So it's kind of a tree, two different ideas of developing a car. So the wild card events and their consequences. No carbon policy. Global warming may cause governments to put high taxes on fossil fuels, and that would shift the demand to alternative sources of fuel. What does that do then? This changes the allocation of R&D departments in companies to look for alternative fuels. And ultimately, that would make other countries who can come up with different energy sources a dominant player in the energy field. It may lead to a cleaner environment for everyone. Solving the problem. How do you solve the problem? Possibly with a group activity or what they call brainstorming. Everyone throws out ideas. The idea of brainstorming is you defer judgment to if the idea is a good one or a bad one, it's feasible or not feasible. You just throw out all kinds of ideas and write them down and analyze them later. The idea is to get a large quantity of different ideas and then sort through them. You could have brainstorming circles where people get involved in a circle group and they just keep, and whatever comes to mind, say it out loud. Someone takes notes, etc. There's a couple of different other methods here. Electronic brainstorming, using the internet to get people involved in brainstorming. It could be used in any computer. You can send out questionnaires. What happens is it overcomes many drawbacks of brainstorming. Only one can talk at a time. It could be some fear of contributing, social loafing, they call it. Participants sit at network terminals, and the contributions are projected on the screen and also recorded, so no errors are made in transcription. Can be done over multiple different computer link-ups or video conferencing. And the advantage of that, it could handle a large size group. Any group that interacts using online social networking or a similar medium could be an online type of community. And they give examples here. Facebook is one of them, etc. Use of online communities, listen to the voice of the customer. Monitor public communities and blogs to spot new trends and opportunities. So, the information is out there. People are talking about different problems. Products and problems with the product, so you can kind of monitor that and kind of get free information of what's going on or what the public's opinion is of the product. They give an example of Del Monte Pet Food Division working with market tools. They analyze the data from millions of blogs, forums, and message boards. They identified the biggest concerns of the pet owner. They identified new customer segments, and they created invitation-only online community to encourage customer innovation. They used 500 consumers. And they came up with some new ideas actually too. And at the bottom it says new product could be sausage breakfast bites launched in half the normal time. So they got a lot of people contributing their ideas to it. What are the drawbacks to online communities? They're hard work. They're costly, they're time consuming, a lot of information comes in, they have to analyze it and sort it.